Some call it rhythm, some call it soul. A sound older than the night, older than the city, older than the streets we dance on. Not just music, not just a beat. It's a spirit. You don't chase it. You don't control it. You feel it. When the groove gets deeper, when the bass gets warmer, when the night opens wide. When the groove gets deeper, when the bass gets warmer, when the night opens wide. Moving through the people, moving through the sound, like a fire in the dark. Moving through the sound, like a fire in the dark. The music rises, and the body lets go. You don't just hear it, you become it. House is the ritual. House is a freedom. House. Moving through the people, moving through the sound, like a
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Sunday afternoon stream, where we certainly have some market activity ongoing this weekend, where Vice President J.D. Vance could not secure a deal in Islamabad, Pakistan. Sorry, and because of that, we had an immediate reaction on Bitcoin and weakened crude and weakened S&P 500, weakened QQQ. You can look at all that on blockchain now. We've got 8 minutes till all of that opens. So what I'm talking about, this is crude on the blockchain, up about 9%. It was up about 10% at the highs, hit a high of 99.20. Huge green candle on the weekend, kind of at the demand line of this channel here. Kind of insane. They lost it, and then yeah, just headline driven market continues. My God, you can't even, right? Oh, things, I'm not afraid anymore. It's Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone, right? Walking outside the house. And then, of course, Trump, his tweets, it's the homeless guy with the shovel. And there you go. Time to be scared again. Because then it's like, all right, now we have Trump himself is blockading the Strait of Hormuz himself. So that is creating a lot of fear. All right, and then the QQQ down 1.4%. We can go to the S&P first. Yeah, your S&P there. I mean, that's where we're at. 670, 79. Wiped out. You can't even believe it, man. Wiped out 4 days in one. Big bearish and golden candle. It was long in the tooth, though, man. So just kind of keeping you apprised to where we're at this weekend. Of course, right, nothing is however it seems. Once the futures really open, it might start bad, and then guess what happens? Of course, they rally it to go fill the gap, because we are about to gap down pretty bad. So just like expect that. And then the Qs, QQQ, I mean, hit like, this is pretty new, right? All these crypto exchanges finally conceded defeat. They realized crypto is an ultimate scam. No one's using it anymore. No one's trading it because it's a scam, right? Oh, look, I'm just going to get scammed. And then they're like, oh, we'll create some derivatives of the actual stock market, because that's where people are trading. Because who would trade crypto? Because it's actually stupid. It's just rug pulls and Zoomers extracting from other idiots. Like, crypto has become this low IQ Zoomer lotto. Hold on to the asset for 15 seconds max, and then hope to rug pull everyone else before they rug pull you. That's crypto now. So that's the meta we're in. It's not like it used to be. So that's why all these exchanges are like, well, we'll go under. We won't be able to make money anymore because no one's using our product, because all we're doing is facilitating buy orders, sell orders, perps for crypto. So now they're all into this. Now they're all into stocks. So, I mean, Binance has it. Of course, Binance does oil too. And lo and behold, it was crazy. 2 days before the Silver Friday, when silver dropped 30%, Binance listed silver to be traded on the blockchain, on their exchange. Boom, crashed. Oil, same exact thing. I think it was a day before. As soon as they launched crude futures, crash. So now they've launched stock market index funds. So, oh God, here we go, right? I don't even know what that means. They can't dump everything, right? They can't prophetically be the canary in the coal mine for crashing everything. But anyway, so your Qs down 1.38%, not that terrible, whatever. I mean, it's just down, right? I'll have an alert set up, but we won't really need it in the next 4 minutes, because all this stuff's opening. And then you have like gold's down like 1%. Oh, it's actually at the lows of day. Dang, man, that's not great, really. Gold here, man. This is right. You got to think about gold and silver are extremely coupled with equities. They just are. Like, they're considered risk-on assets at this. I mean, like, right? Everything that gold does, silver does, they have been following equities perfectly. So, unfortunately, you don't like this on PaxG. Look at this. You can't even believe it. The high from October on gold on the blockchain, Tested once and twice, and then locally, you got to hate this. Up thrusted, back tested the up thrust. I mean, that's some terrible price action. That means like they're confirming with a slightly high double top with very, very good price action for sellers. They're confirming with confirmation within confirmation, for real, that we're screwed, that we're going lower next on gold. That's almost what it implies. But we'll see. You know, nothing's certain. I'm just telling you, like, this is typically, you know, that was a little reflexive rally, bearish consolidation after a very large crash on gold. And now all this stuff is bearish price action. Until they recapture 47.87 and they start back testing and as support, you have to be very cautious on gold. Silver down 2%. Silver, same thing. The rising wedge, man. Like, I'm telling you, dude, everyone's talking crap like about that rising wedge on the 4 hour. It's so well controlled. They ripped it last week a little bit, but buyer inducing rips, trying to get people to long this crap after their party ended. All right, what are you talking about? We got 2 minutes. Oh, I can do this again. I haven't been able to do this in so long. Where is it? Oh, the audio's not there. What the heck? Well, at least we have the visual. Sorry. Oh my God, this poor computer, man. A little delayed. So that's where we're at, man. Okay. Headline driven, weekend warrior. And let's go to Bitcoin real quick. But okay, for a second, we'll go to Bitcoin because we're going to go to crude to see how it's going to open. It will be opening in less than 2 minutes. That is why we are here live now. Why don't you go live, like, 15 minutes before 6? Because I want to be here with you when it opens. Okay? No, I'm not getting rusty. I swear to God. Like, I set a macro on that thing where it's got the audio and the video. You saw it. The audio just lagged. 71.3 on Bitcoin. You can see it above your head, but failed breakout, right? They hit literally, I mean, like to the cent. Look at it, man. They hit 73.805 perfectly. What is that? The old all-time high from March of last year, right? Yeah, of 2024, excuse me. 2 years ago. My God, 2 years. It felt like yesterday, right there. That's what they tested. And then as soon as they tested it, maybe an hour or two later, failed negotiation, peace talks or whatever with Iran in Pakistan, and that's where we're at. 15 seconds until the futures market, commodities market opens. We're gonna go to U.S. oil right now. It looked terrible, man. It looked so bad. It, like, that is so perfect, perfectly bearish stuff, and doesn't matter because there we are, chat. Look at that, 103. Wow. 103.45. What a gap up. This is insane. Like, actually insane, dude. Good luck. 104. 104.45. 105. 104.99. Whatever. Unreal, dude. Okay, crude is up 9.5% right there. That's an unfilled gap. We'll see what happens, but out the gate, insanity. Absolute insanity. That's it, man. So on that, you're going to, maybe you come back and test 100. This is extreme volatility. So just wherever we are now, we might be completely the opposite. Trump might come out with a tweet, man. So psychotic. Look how they tried to lose the neutral zone. They tried to push it in the bearish control zone and failed. And here we are. We have our futures. Our U.S. futures are open too. Bitcoin has just flipped to negative right there. Not good. Still up. Let me have an alert set up. Yeah, Bitcoin below 71K. Very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Let's look at these futures. Okay, here they are. Top left, S&P 500 futures down 1.05%. Dow Jones top right down 1%. NASDAQ down 1.35%. Russell 2000 down 1.4%. They've all gapped down. But, as you see, right? Of course, man, they're going to fill the gap. They always do, right? Always, man. Good Lord. All the alerts just freaking out. So that's where we're at, man. And there you go with Bitcoin. unable to really do anything in this environment. Like, you can't break out, dude, when you have failed talks of peace. You just can't, man. It's just not gonna happen. So I wonder if we're gonna sell off. So the Rust 2000 has just gone to the new lows after the gap. Oil still elevated up 9% off the highs a little bit by about $1.75 or so, and just really an untradeable environment. You can say all you want that this is tradable, but you're just lying to yourself. So I would love for you to tell us your strategy with this stuff, because it's not really just gambling, and that's okay. That sometimes the markets are like that. So Bitcoin nearing lows of day. You see above my head right now, that is Bitcoin went red, but not at the lows. Bitcoin at the lows of the day was like 70,637 or something. So we can continue to monitor that. I don't know about that NNEO. I mean, yeah, of course it did do that. It did do that for sure. But that was such a massive move in such a short period of time. And the fact that we have multiple unfilled gaps on so many equities, like on very low volume. You just wonder, like, will they fill at least one of the gaps first? Maybe they will, you know? All right, so going back to the futures, you can see that the NASDAQ has just gone to a fresh low after the gap down, trading lower than when it opened. You know, so that, you see, with such a crazy rally like that, I mean, it's such a short period of time, you think like, oh, you're just chasing up here. You're crazy, like, to be fresh longing after such a violent move up like that. So, yeah, no bids right now, but it never is how it seems, okay? And the problem is you have a sticky oil that is up, man. It's still up. They're not pulling it back yet. You got Bitcoin right here, 70,700, wanting to roll over after another failed breakout attempt. Very disappointing. Yeah, I mean, great, most appropriate.
Can devs do something? Every day I'm checking the price and it's dipping. Every day I check the price, bad price. I can't take this anymore. I have overinvested by a lot.
There you go, dude. There you go, man. Bitcoin dumping, meh. I mean, it's down 3.2%. The dump already happened, right? And now it's kind of like, will it continue to sell? And there's silver. You want to see silver? My gold and silver alerts are going off like crazy right now. You want to see them? You're about to, man. You about to see what I'm talking about. Silver. Rising wedge. Hey, it's out of the wedge, but you know, maybe they'll go test 74.19 or something first. But there's your gap down on your silver. ZSL bros getting really, really excited for this pattern and this trend that is not your friend. All right. I mean, they could fill the gap or they don't, but I'm just telling you, man, it's a scary structure to identify. There, oh God, sorry, I got some repeating alerts. Let me try to. Oh no, because this is CL. No, it's actually hitting its highs right now. Wow. I'm not really sure how this goes. The CL perpetual swap, trading so low. It's not even 100, but I thought it was repeating, but it's not. Let's go back to U.S. oil. U.S. oil 105.30 chat. Rip, 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 rip. Rest in peace. Oil now up 10.27%. I'm glad I got my oil mug, man. I got it, dude. I'm drinking my coffee with espresso infused in the coffee because I figured we might need it for some fuel, some motor oil in there too. Motor oil tastes similar to honey, same substance, you know, viscosity a little bit. Only I'm gonna drink motor oil. You don't. I drink it so you don't have to. Okay. And then we'll look at gold real quick. Gold also gapped down pretty violently. We're talking about 1.6%. Yeah, just there you go. Losing some sort of structure here. But of course, they could rally it to fill the gap first, and still kind of gonna be weird. Volatility, man, very, very volatile. All right. Dow Jones and Russell 2000 are at their lows right now since the open, as you can see top right here. And then you got the Russell 2000 also at its lows right there. 25.89 Russell 2000, Dow Jones 47.455. Okay, where it is here, and at least Bitcoin's holding up some. All right, holding up 70,000, about to be 71K. Not actually dumping with these futures, which is, I mean, it's already dumped, right? Because yeah, like the dump already happened. All right, but I'm just saying, like in real time, Bitcoin isn't tick by tick correlating immediately directly to the futures. Otherwise, it'd be already at lows of day. Is that gaps everywhere? Yeah, gaps meant to be filled. Yeah, man. What's up, Going Ham? Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to everybody. If you missed the Friday stream, it was absolutely insane. Like, it was crazy, dude. Like, things were nuts. You had we had like kind of a, it was Wits versus the world, and Wits technically won. Every contribution that came in, he matched it up until the very end when Foundational Grace came in through another 500 when the stream had already ended, and he came in and he matched. So it's like he did it all, man. Unreal. Probably the best stream in a very long time in that regard, like probably in years maybe. So here's your silver. Just what can we even do, man? I mean, you can look at Ethereum down, 4% or so, but still crazy enough, you can't believe it. Ethereum is still trading above 2161, which is a really big deal. Like, that's a big inflection point. So they're still trying to hold up for now, but I don't know how, if Bitcoin doesn't start rallying back above the 73s soon, I don't know how Ethereum holds up. But Ethereum's performing, I mean, not performing better because it's down more, about 1% more than Bitcoin, but still above the technical level for now, which is kind of, okay. If things recover on these index funds, maybe there's a chance for Ethereum, but you don't get your hopes up, man. Yeah, what's the Shawshank Redemption quote about hope? Hope can drive a man insane. You've noticed a rising wedge always seems to happen after a large dump. Not always, but it's a great structure. It's a really nice structure to identify after a massive dump. It is just upsloping price contraction. It is a moment of market digestion, consolidation, and eventually towards the apex of that wedge, market participants understand and realize this is too methodical. There is no chance we're getting any closer to rivaling that previous high after that massive drawdown. Get ready to dump it, man. The buyers would relent. Oil to 115. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Like, dude, again, if Trump tweets, no. Trump's, you think his administration's not looking at this chart right now? They're probably watching the stream, dude. Not really, but they are looking at the price. They know what's going on right now. They're very apprised. So, technically, right? No idea. The technicals look so good for lower prices. I mean, you had the up thrust, bearish engulfing candle, the bearish back test, confirming that 100 level as resistance, and then it rolled over. And I bet if like there was no meeting this weekend with Vance, JD Vance, and Iran, and or there was positive news on that, this thing would have continued to dump after that. But you just can't. I mean, headline driven market. You have to just be so careful. This is capital preservation. I don't care what anyone says. You can, of course, this is like, it's so volatile, but dude, not the way I've ever traded. Trading headlines. You know how rare this is? This like almost never happens when the market is like this. Yeah, you want it to settle down, but it just won't settle down. We're on the watch list, man. Yeah, I don't know where Wits is at because I couldn't ping Wits in the Discord because I don't think he's in the Discord because I had evidence because he was like, you getting a tomahawk steak? And I'm like, should I? And he's like, yeah. So I ended up getting tomahawk steak and tried to proof of stake it to him, you know? Yeah, dude, oil. That's your 4 hour, 104.50 daily. You see how nasty it was, dude? Like, for real, it was
I
so
enjoy
gross.
the TA from Lord Ray if you're in the chat.
Well, Little Andrew, man, thanks for the 5 super chat. First contribution, last contribution of stream. Thank you, dude. Yeah, so I mean that was just as bad as it gets. 2 bearish back tests of a key level from history that it's so real, man. Like it's been a reversal point. Like it's like no way, no freaking way. So good of a level, and then they just news driven catalyst gapped up like nothing. You'd think they'll go back test it and regard it as support maybe, but you know it's. I cannot be surprised if before the market opens tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, there will be some sort of news that will freak these bots out, and everything might go the exact opposite way, man. You don't know. And I mean, yeah, the VIX looked like it was cooked too, and you know what the VIX is gonna do tomorrow. Look at this, dude. It was so bad. It was the lowest daily close since February 26th. They had broke 20, fell below 20 actually, first time since February. And this thing's just gonna shoot up. I mean, probably, unless they, unless a tweet comes out, a headline. Win VIX 30? I mean, probably not. I don't know if it's gonna be enough to 30 it for it to go up 30-something% tomorrow, but because you know, look at these futures right here. They're not like accelerating or anything. They're down, but they gap down. They're just not really pushing. And we see this like how many times have we seen it lately where futures just gap down like this, and then they're halfway there in a few hours to fill in the gap, and then they have filled the gap by tomorrow sometime. Like it is over and over and over again. Monthly charts, dude. Well, we can look at those. I'm trying to keep kind of keep us more on the live markets right now, because you know the market is open. That's why I'm live earlier. Here's your silver down 3.33, repeating of course percent. Is broken out of the wedge. I can't be surprised if they back test the wedge as resistance first before going lower, but ZSL bros gotta love it. Oh my god, man. We're standing with a belt. No way.
Wits dipped $100. Nice to see a few great $100 plus contributions last stream. But next time most of you boys get an opportunity to strike at the king, don't hit him with your purse.
Y'all hear that, chat? Y'all hear that? That's the king. Wits is the new king up in here. He's contributed a lot, like over $2,000 this week alone. If you look in the top left, he is the weekly top tipper and the weekly top super. 764.85 super chats, and then 1,300 just tips through Stream Elements, which is amazing because Stream Elements doesn't take 30% like Google does on Stream Elements. So just unbelievable, man. I mean, I don't think anyone here could challenge you to be a real man. So thank you for that. But here, look at this, dude. Look at this. Silver about to be at lows of day, down 3.5%. ZSL bros about to have Christmas morning at 8 p.m. when overnight trading begins. ZSL, man. How about this, dude? I mean, it's just unbelievable. Like, maybe they were going to do it. They're not going to do this. They're not going to do what I'm talking about. This thing's about to gap up $23-something. Now, it could eventually sell off more, but this is what you want if you really wanted to see magic type 2 return. But yeah, like this thing might have already bottomed, you know. So silver, they could be taking it back to 28.79 eventually, but holy crap. Oh, by the way, Wits, did you hear what I was saying about proof of stake? I did post the evidence. It was good. I don't know. They did burn the edge a little bit. I was kind of pissed about that. I mean, it was 120, $30 something stake. Ridiculous. That's tomahawk, man. You want a tomahawk, you got it. Oil off the highs, 104.05. I just gapped up, insane. I don't know what this means. I don't know if it's gonna continue intraday or not, or we're gonna pull back and back test a level, maybe fill a gap. I don't know. Filling a gap would be like 95.67, which means a new Trump tweet would definitely be out at that point. So we can go back to the futures.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Look here. Look, listen.
You still have Russell 2000 pretty much just lows. Dow Jones lower than it opened. You've got the S&P futures about to go lower than the open. It's right around the same price from 18 minutes ago, I believe. And then the NASDAQ's just a little bit higher than it opened, but still gap down. Gross, man. Pretty gross. And then Bitcoin still not looking hot, man. I mean, ugly daily. A very ugly daily candle. Like, that's just right there. And there's another thing, you know, I know. Like, people, well, dude, what about the down sloping resistance? Well, I can show you if you want to see it. It's confluent with this horizontal resistance. So, you know, whatever. Here, look. Here it is. There it is, right? It's perfect. So there's the all-time high from October. That's anchor point 1, anchor point 2, January 14th. And as you can see, they tested it again literally yesterday. Tested it, and at the same time, just for the confluence is impeccable. It is uncanny. 73.8, right? Touching the supply line from all-time highs, right? You just can't make this up. It's so perfect right there. So it was respected very well. And Bitcoin isn't really looking great, man. I mean, it was off the lows a little bit, but and the S&P has just gone lower than the open, and just briefly. I mean, it's right there, going red a little bit. Just trying to stay, you know, trying to update all this stuff. Okay, Bitcoin 70,700. It's getting close, man, to those lows. Getting close. All right, 4-hour lows though. Like on this 4-hour candle, since the all the futures opened, this has just hit its lowest level. But what's up, Andrew? Man, thanks for the 199 super chat, dude. Thank you. Chat, why y'all so dead, man? Are you kidding me, dude? What is that? Like four chats in the chat with over 500 people watching. 4 people chatting in like 3 minutes. What is wrong with y'all? Like, what happened to you? Did the markets do that to you? Because I don't even know. Like, what the heck, man? Okay. And there's the S&P, all of the index funds, pretty much at their lows. All lower than the open, than the gap down. S&P right now, 67.45. Dow Jones, 47.434. Russell 2000, 25.88 and change. And Nasdaq's the only one not at its absolute lows. So, dang, dude. Hey, y'all are scared. Good God, man. Stop being so scared. It's pathetic, dude. What's up, Lock Dog? You're listening? You were eating, Mark? Well, you can eat. Just put some, napkin on before you type. Too many tacos. That's right, man. David, Amaga, MBK, Squirrely Crypto. Oh, you're here? Oh, because I thought you were all bots, bro. Y'all participating as much as a view bot. They're listening. Well, you misspelled there, Altora, so you set yourself up there. More popcorn. We are the change. Yep. I mean, lots of popcorn. Absolutely. No one said to be over leveraged one way or another in this situation, dude. This has been a very, very volatile, unpredictable, sketchy market that I think like the people that are speculating the most are the ones that are losing money. And it's not like a one-day thing. I think it's like this, you keep trying to play the casino and you're going to keep losing, man. you're going to be betting on X. It keeps landing on Y, and then you switch to Y, and it goes back to X. Oh, and then you bet both. Oh, it goes to 0. The green, right, on the roulette ball wheel. The double 0. Bots are cooking, dude. Yeah, clearly. DBA looks good still. That's commodities index. Probably. Hey, corn. It might be good for corn. Remember, corn did the bullish back test at the close last week, and it's like, man, I'll tell you, corn, like, they couldn't really do it. And you're thinking maybe corn's gonna have a chance tomorrow to have a little bounce, at least a little one. Come on, a little one. You got silver down almost 4% now. There you go, man. At lows of day, lows of new week. This is what I'm talking about, man. Rising wedge. What does it mean? Rising wedge. Beautiful. TA respect, though. We didn't know when it was going to happen, how it was going to happen. We understand it is a game of probabilities, but we knew the probability was greater than 50%, that if it was going to resolve, it was going to resolve down, not up, due to the nature of identifying bearish patterns, bearish consolidation patterns, and bearish trends. This is not an uptrend right now. You're out of your mind. You're literally a psycho if you think silver's in an uptrend, at least in the intermediate. The blow up top happened. That was it. Dead cat bounce happened. It was it. Now you made a lower low than the previous lows. Sign of weakness at a support. And here we are. Silver 73.05 flirting with losing 73. Losing the low we had on the 8th when it tested that wedge demand line again. Okay, gold just alert went off. So it's at the lows of the day, lows of week right here. Very nasty. That's your gold. 46.63, 74, 27. Silver just lost 73. Silver now down 4.15%. That's very nasty. Hello?
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
You should leave immediately.
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
And then, just like that,
Bitcoin going to 0.
Yeah, man. So that was really bad because silver just hit like 72.64. Wow, a little mini flash crash. Good God. Very ugly.
So liddy low the liddy low I be the lay liddy diddy I be kill up on the microphone inside of the garage and zones making the ladies demo warp you heard me on warp speed low diddy rrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr
super chat. Someone want to possibly decipher that? I would appreciate it if you could. I don't speak literally dottily. Okay, thank you. We're still looking at these. We're just monitoring, right? We're going to different markets, across the markets, with some good price action in terms of like actual movement. You know, most weekends, and I'm not talking about maybe in the past few weekends, but I'm talking about most weekends in general, overall, you know, the market gaps down a little bit or up a little bit, and it fills a gap, and then it just kind of sits there. It doesn't do much. But now we actually have some real price action. And, you know, for that, price action bros rejoicing right now on everything. Dubby, get some help. That's right, dude. Wow, Russell 2000 still at its lowest, down 1.9%. Yeah, that's nasty. Dow Jones down 1.17%, S&P down 1.24%, NASDAQ futures down 1.42%. So, and still kind of like hanging in there. Crazy enough. Is it my semiconductors? Crazy that semiconductors hitting all-time highs on Friday, and then the software. So, two subsectors in the exact same sector, completely opposite universes. I mean, how often do you see that? Yes, like the software IGV broke a support, rejected the 200-week simple moving average, and it's just gross, man. And there's silver. Another alert? Really? This can't be real, right? What's going on? No. I think that was a... What is going on? Bro, sorry. I think I had a repeating alert. Oh, my bad. Let me... Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when you set for every time, it'll be like that on every alert. So that's my bad. Yeah, still down 4%. Gold down 2.19%. at its lows, though. Look at this. Gold is at its lows of the day, week. Silver is definitely getting wrecked harder, but it's not like at the lows with gold. Wow, man. 46.41, a big swing high kind of support level from February and January. They're about to test that, man. Bitcoin, you look above my head right now at lows of 4-hour candle. And now officially lows of day on Bitcoin. Hype in the chat. Hype in the chat for Bitcoin. Yeah. Trying to S&P lows of day, lows of week. All the index funds are kind of selling off at their lows right now. So okay. Okay, man. Russ 2000 lows. I mean, that's no one's bidding on Russ 2000. I mean, it's been lows since the open. My God. But here you have it, man. Okay, so I'm gonna keep looking at this stuff. Have an alert set up on all these. Try to anyway. If we're getting fresh lows, my God. It's wild. No, yeah. Let's see, the Nasdaq's been the strongest. Been holding up the strongest. Been trying to anyway. Get wrecked, corn. Get wrecked everything. Except, well, see this up off the lows. Only down 3.75%. Still nasty, but my God, it was worse. It was at 72.64. So yeah, Bobo's in the chat. DC1 bros. Well, we're waiting for like a type 2 return on the milk futures. Okay. Oh, it's Mezzo Gamma. He's here, dude. Yeah, silver shorts. ZSL bros gonna Christmas day it. There's Bitcoin above my head, still not really bouncing anymore like as it was. It did kind of bounce initially, but I don't know how it could with future US futures doing what they're doing right now on the quad screen. Ugly. This is the monitoring the situation room. Oil, I mean, still up a lot, 9.45% off the highs a little bit, but off the highs by like 90 cents. You know, if at the highs, oil did hit 105.53. We're at 104.65, but just still very strong. And look at this, man. Look at what, I mean, on your screen right now, there's still, it's selling off at the lows. Bitcoin correlated pretty well, it looks like, to the US futures. Yeah, there's the alert going off on the S&P. Look at the Nasdaq now. Nasdaq now at its lows of the day, the new week. It just bounced a little bit, like cents, pennies. Yeah, blockade stream. That's right, Detroit's. We're blockading, okay? We're just looking at the assets that we can look at that are open right now. Gold is about to be at its lows of day again. Currently trading at its lowest price since April 7th. It's the 12th, not really that big a deal. But yeah, this is possibly a bearish consolidation structure. Consolidation structures on these metals may be beginning to resolve. They may not. They could take this thing all the way back up to 76, and it doesn't mean that it's an invalid structure at that point. It's just, this is where we're at. Very ugly, man. What's WTI at 105 right now, but US oil still only at 104.63. So, and there's your Nasdaq alert. We got fresh lows on the index funds. All of the above, chat. Okay, all 4 index funds hitting lows. Silver down about 4. Gold down 2.17. Bitcoin is now at its lows of the day, just about. And if there are, like, I mean, I'd imagine in a market environment like this, okay, there's probably going to be a tweet. Trump's seeing it. He's seeing all this. He might tweet something to try to freak these bots out the other way. Where all of a sudden, we're all down. We're going down, man. Trump tweets. And the market's completely inverse. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on a Trump tweet. I'm waiting for a taco. I'm waiting for something. Solana, my God, dude. Solana slaughtered, down 4.14%. Where this was the dude. Look at the 4-hour 200 correlation. It's so awful. Multiple times. This thing is not done, man. Like, it can't be. This thing's so disgusting. Like, I think like flip it over. It's almost like, okay, they tried, they failed. Now you got higher lows coming in. They test 80, 50, or sorry, they test 78 again. That's a partial rise. Definitely a partial rise. If they do this, so for now, I mean, I don't know, maybe we have ourselves a potential partial rise. They test it again. There's like a 70% chance this breaks downward. So you better pray that 78 is not tested again, man. Really ugly on Solana. Like, uglier than the rest, for sure. Ethereum, I mean, just they can't do it, man. Up, down, but still above 2161, so that's your only silver lining here. But yeah, see the crash, and then all this consolidation is slightly upsloping. Never at one time have they ever even come close to rivaling the previous discernible swing highs in the daily. It's very similar to the price action we did get from November all the way to January. But, you know, they can always break upward, but there have to be like peace talks, and they have to go well, and they can't just like fail. Because right now, as I'm speaking to you, the S&P is at its lows again. They all are. They're all at their lows. Yeah, right now. Silver's off the lows. It's good. Only down 3.8%. Gold only down 2.11%. Not exactly correlated with these index funds. Futures. And then Bitcoin's off its lows a little bit too. So nothing too crazy. But this is where the party is. This is where the action is, it seems like. Market euphoria by midterms. Will he be the first one ever? I don't think there's ever been a good midterm year for equities, like ever. At least in the past 50, 60 years. But, you know, the next year after, it's always been good, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like even 06 was a midterm year, and then like 07 was like the bubble, you know, before the pop. And then 1999 or 1998 was a midterm year. And then 99 was insane. But you could talk about all of them that are like that. So oil is still elevated. They're not letting this thing go down right now. 104.73. Jeez, man. Well, yeah, everything kind of off its lows now a little bit. So I guess you can breathe for a few minutes. Yeah, market is definitely a PvP server, that's for sure. It's like a Diablo 2 rogue encampment, dude. You've just been hostiled by Baron Trump. 6969, right? Has entered the server. We can go to XRP, I guess. XRP? Perhaps you've heard of it? Maybe? Only down 2%, so not too bad, but I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you, dude. It's like, it's horrible. It's just horrible. Like, oh, it's a double bottoming. I don't know, dude. Like, not with this environment. It's not, but what do you do with this? Like, look at this downtrend that's been lasting so long, and you're just sitting here, and it's like, oh, are they gonna, they're defending the level, 129, 130. Okay, well, win bids, win actual bids to recover. I don't know. That's right, Kroll. That's right. Well, there's no, you mean sorceresses, okay? Sorceresses and paladins, okay? Not rogues and mages. It's not Warcraft, okay? I'm talking about Diablo. Get with it, man. Okay, everything off the lows. Everything's calming down. Okay, we're gonna be just fine. Silver's only down 3.5%. Peasantry dump. No big deal. You see all the wicks. It's kind of hard to see it, but yeah, it's all good, man. No problem. We're waiting for a Trump tweet to change everything. What you thought was reality is the inverse. That's typically how everything's been going every other day for the past few weeks, okay? So I'm waiting for Trump to do something. He will. He definitely will. Well, no one was talking about WoW, dude. No stimmy checks, dudes. But UBI, well, you know, there's already a UBI. Like, think about, there already is a universal basic income. Like 42 million people are on UBI as I'm speaking to you. It's a huge percentage of the population. They're already on it, man. You pay for it too. Yeah, M2, of course, money printer gober, all-time highs. Yep, continuously pumping.
Can y'all conspiracy geniuses please tell Tangerine emoji, crown emoji, to wait until Tuesday too, taco emoji. It's called Taco Tuesday, not Taco Sunday, weary face emoji.
It's true, but a lot of the tacos have been happening like Mondays. We've had Taco Mondays. So good news, oil's off the highs. Okay, is trying to pull back a little bit. But that was insane, man. That was like one for the books. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. I'm looking at WTI, though. That is off a little bit. It's only up 9.35%. U.S. oil up. Okay, same amount. What the... Yeah, so I mean, this thing is not actually at all. I mean, it was a 105 is what I'm saying, right? It was like literally maybe 5-7 minutes ago it was at 105, like barely. So that's great, man. If it pulls back like this, my God, if it pulls back to like 102, 101, I mean, Bitcoin's gonna be at probably 71.7. Index funds will probably be at their highest levels since the gap down. So it's all we can hope for is that oil pulls back here and fills a gap. But yeah, like. So hope is all, that's all we got, man. Thank you, Jeffrey Union. Thank you so much. Had brisket sandwiches yesterday and thought about you. Remember we ate at that place next to the Weirwood, the indoor RGB Weirwood. Yeah, man, I kind of want to go back to Vegas, but I don't know if I'll be able to. But if I can, I would want to. But just no one's going, dude. No, everyone quit. Everyone's like, I'm not touching that ass. I'm not going to a Bitcoin conference now, because all it is a bunch of freaking all these people that started digital asset companies down 99% are trying to be there. You know, like the Nakamotos and the dude Naka. You kidding me, man? Nakamoto down 99.9%. Like, look at this garbage. This is a Bitcoin asset treasury company. That's like what? And won't stop either. I think this one had to, was it this one or was the other one? Satoshi. Oh, there are two, what was the other one? Nakamoto, and what was the other one? I mean, you also have like the Trump one too. ABTC, it's also complete hot garbage. This is the Eric Trump one. Just completely terrible. Down 99%, of course. My bearishness? I'm not being bearish. I'm literally just documenting what's happening, right? I've just said multiple times on the stream what it seems like the opposite could happen by open, because it's one Trump tweet away and we are primed for it. We're ready for a Trump tweet. ASST, oh yeah, the Vivek Ramaswamy one. Strive to bankruptcy. It's up 10% though on Friday, man. I mean, this one's not like, I mean, it's terrible, right? It is absolutely garbage. But yeah, not like it's, Nakamoto's actually worse. Market extractors, there you go, dude. Bread stream, well, give me a reason to go bread, you know? STRC, the real deal. Oh, it seems like a Ponzi. If it seems like a Ponzi, it probably is. We just don't know about it yet. We're in the middle of it, so you just don't know how it's going to collapse or when it'll collapse. In on itself, 11% plus yield. You know, that's like huge red flags. Anything above like 4% yield, something's going on that maybe can't be sustained, that you might get destroyed. Maybe. Yeah, this one's kind of crazy. ASST down in the basement. Oh, yeah, Meta Planet. They're all like this though. They're all just like ruined, destroyed, back to, they round tripped. If they haven't, you know, round tripped, like, my God, dude, look at this. It's just horrible. Pump and dump. Look at that. I mean, but yeah, dude, it could be a buying opportunity. Maybe bullish divergence. Okay, but it's also Meta Planet. You buy this and not buy Bitcoin itself. Oh boy, NASDAQ starting to not look so hot, you know, after it bounced off those lows, it's kind of like now worse off than the other three. Intra candle right here. Oof. Wind, corn, moon. Corn gonna gap up tomorrow, probably at least a little bit. Dude, look how like nasty this whole world of crypto is. It's so bad, man. Like for instance, I haven't looked at this in so long, but I had plotted this and I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen with it. It doesn't look good to me. You get a Litecoin. Look at the bear flag. They broke it, and look how they're like just back testing it perfectly as resistance. The support of the flag is now resistance, and it's like rolling over down 2.69%. It's just like, can you be surprised if it goes to 47.87 again? Or if it even goes to $40, Litecoin, $40? Yeah, I might not buy Litecoin at that level. I'm just kind of like talking off the cusp here. Just kind of rolling with it. Yeah, like corn. If you're talking corn, it hits that key support. It goes all the way back to right here. Look at this swing low from September 2016, August 2016, excuse me. Right there, right? That's what they tested on Friday. So the oil up, maybe corn's going to catch a bounce here. It's already done some really cool things, you know. Broke that supply line, back tested it, holding the horizontal levels. I wonder, man, if it's going to get the rally it needs here or not, but it's just corn. Go back to, we're just, again, just flip-flopping between assets and markets. Phase in between them. Silver way off the lows now, only down 3.4%, recovering pretty well. Gold's down about 2%. All right. You got about an hour, 15 minutes, hour, 16 minutes till the overnight trading session begins, which is kind of cool. Like that's so new, you know, it's only been around for maybe 7 months, 8 months, like real overnight. I know there was Robinhood and all that, but now it's like all the other exchanges have it. So it's just a far more prominent thing, much more real thing. So that volume. Cattle, I haven't looked at cattle in like a week or so. LE, dude, I cannot believe that, man. That is so unbelievable. All-time highs on cattle after the bearish pattern. And now they might double top it here. They might higher high harmonic optimum price, but there's no bearish divergence. Typically, when you have a W shape like this, that type 1 reactions, possibly type 2 returns, typically your oscillators are not like this. Typically, it's like you have a bigger form of momentum on the histogram, and then on the second rally here, you have a lower level, and that's not the case. This is insane. Chat, you cannot beat it. The cycle's not over. I thought maybe this W shape might usher it in. Nope. This is the craziest commodity in the world right now. Has to be live cattle. The longest sustained, too, by the way. Throughout this bull market on live cattle futures, you've had so many different commodities that have had their runs, and then they're done, and then they blow off top, and it's literally over for them. So it's still over for them. You think about, like, remember orange juice futures had something similar to this, and it was over. It collapsed. Cocoa futures, same thing, collapsed. And then silver and gold had their crazy runs too, and then they had their blow off tops and dead cat bounces. Well, silver had a dead cat bounce. Gold didn't really dead cat bounce as much. It went to like a 786 from the all-time high. But yeah, all these things have happened, and then live cattle's just reloading. This has to do, from what I read, it like the narrative of like this insanity, how it's not over with the W yet. It has been because a lack of replenishment of farmers. Like you have less farmers than you've like ever had, and Zoomers don't want to become farmers. None of them. They just want to do Instagram and OnlyFans. So no one's becoming farmers, and now all these boomers and Gen Xers are like retiring or quitting or selling their farms, and no one's farming after them. So you got that going on. So good luck. I'll have an alert set up on cattle. I'm about to have to get some sort of cattle tattoo or something. Steak. Marble Bros, yeah, all-time highs. It's insane. Yep. Let's go start a farm, a TA farm. And we'll name all the cows different Japanese candlestick patterns or something, you know? It'd be fun. All right, Bitcoin off the lows. Let's go, dude. Bitcoin off the lows. Nice. Everything off the lows, man. Let's go, dude. Is there a Trump tweet yet or anything? I'm sure it's coming, dude. You just wait. You'll see. There will be a headline soon that will probably reverse everything that's going on right now. You'll see. Solana though still looks like crap, even though it's up 0.5% since we last looked at it. So ugly, man. If it's a bottom here, it's a literal miracle. Like, it's an actual miracle from God if Solana doesn't break 78 eventually and go lower. Like, it'll be wild. I mean, like, I expect nothing but the way it looks right now. So bad. Ethereum near 2200 again. Still above 2161, so nothing to worry about on Ethereum. Until it loses that, then you know it's going to 2060. It's good that there's like a decent amount of support below you, but the structure sucks. So, I mean, the bias, the bearish bias is still there because the trend you're in with the pattern. But technically, horizontally, it's okay, I guess, for now. But yeah, we just really need to see Bitcoin get back, start correlating to any of these levels positively, and they're just not able to right now. It's all negative correlation. Resistance, 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 failure, dump. Okay, then hold this level, this 70,500. Hold it 1 and 2. All right, then let's go. We just need Trump tweets. And then the NASDAQ, man, futures, I'm looking at it, doesn't really look hot. It's kind of like, really, dude? Starting to get near the lows again. What the? Oil still 104.43, but off the highs. Off the highs by about $1.10. As it gapped up and pumped immediately, it's not really done much since. Okay. Been live now 1 hour, 3 minutes. If you're enjoying this coverage of this U.S. futures, commodities, market open, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you. Okay. Just doing charts. Monitoring the situation. That's what we do, man. SUI, scam coin, down 4%. So bad. It looks like Solana, doesn't it? I mean, I think it'd be a miracle if the bottom's in on SUI. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Because there's no, like, I mean, it's like you think about like a rising, upsloping consolidation pattern, like a bear flag or rising wedge. There could be a hint of bullishness to that, but it's still bad. But when you're looking at like a bearish rectangle like this, it's like there's not even evidence of any accumulation. Accumulation happens in bear markets. It's typically bearish consolidation. But what happens when it's just sideways? And there's just like no evidence of any more than before. I think it's like kind of worse context. Because you got Bitcoin doing that. You got Ethereum even upsloping as consolidation. But Solana and SUI, absolutely not. Even Litecoin's upsloping. So gross, man. Liberty seems like it's low. Seems like it's low, man. I mean, I read that like, who are we even? Who's the U.S. even negotiating with? Like, you know, they took out the Tola or whatever. And they now you're dealing with the guard, the Iranian guard or whatever, and they have like 23 or 4 different, like, there's like sectors of it, sects of the leadership. So it's like you're just dealing with a bunch of different Iranian tribes that are all warring against each other, kind of. So
Carl tipped $25. Happy Sunday. What do you think of GME at these levels?
GameStop Connect. I thought we looked at it and it was like, it's okay, man. Hold on, what? My stream on, let's go. Jimmy, this only request today, so we can look at it. Jimmy, man, Jimmy. I don't really like it, man. Just my opinion. I don't really like how the M shape was there and then it played out kind of, but then like type 2 and then lower highs. These two highs never even came close to rivaling that previous high. And then it sells off, hits support like a buy wall, and then it rallies again, makes a lower high than these two highs, then makes a lower low than the previous local low, even lower than the low from April of last year, and then rallies again, and it's now making substantially lower highs than the previous high. Like, to me, I don't like it, but of course it could rally, of course it could pump, man, because my Wall Street bets, it's garbage. I'm just like, I don't know, man. There's so many assets out there. The last thing on my mind is GameStop. But yeah, they are trying to hold some levels here, and maybe it does pump, man. Maybe it is, the bottom is in. But it's just, you're talking, what is GameStop? We know what GameStop is. Brick and mortar for video games. I don't know, man. There's probably better narratives. You're just praying for a Reddit, Wall Street Bets, DGen. Pump. That's all you're hoping for. Like, it's like, oh man, it's the you're going to the gas station, you're walking to the clerk, and I want to get 1,000 GME lotto tickets. That's all you're doing, right? So there's like no edge involved. I don't see anything that sticks out to me as exciting about the price action. I'm just kind of good, man. Like, I don't really have an opinion on it besides, like, I'd probably just not mess with it, but if... right? It can only go up or down. So, wow. I'm saying all this, and tomorrow it pumps 50%. And it's like, wow, dude. That's not what I'm looking to do. I'm not trying to play roulette. I'm trying to play poker, okay? I want to play pocket aces on the button if I can help it. I want to fold 7-3 offsuit. I want to fold 10-7 suited. I want to fold garbage hands. I want to play the hands where I have the highest probability of winning, where there's no question about it. This, I got lots of questions, kind of, right? Yeah, you want to go play roulette? Do it, man. That's GME. You'll be rolling that ball and hope to God it hits that number you want, that color you want. That's all I can say. It could go up, Carl. It could do it, man. All right. Sorry. Good news, silver is only down 3.2% now, so it's recovering. It was nasty, and they're pulling it back. Almost unnoticeable. It's getting closer to where it gapped down at, so not too bad. How could the bottom not be in for most of everything? Like, what do you mean? I mean, it could be. But at the same time, I mean, like, you just look at... I just think about, like, wow, man, some of the most insane runs ever have happened, and when the market's already cooked. Like that rally you got, that V shape right there. What are we talking about here? We're talking about an almost 11% rally in 10 days. That's 1% a day. I think that would pull back eventually. I mean, I think like that would be like, let's go retest 24.2. That's like people buying up here, man. You were asking to get wrecked. I mean, that's chasing, no strategy. And from this high here, you know, from the high from February 25th, the high to low, that was an 88% retrace. This high to low, 886. That's value perceived area for anyone short. I think a bunch of people bought puts Thursday, Friday. So, but we'll see. You know, anything if you break 24.18, it's almost certain. I mean, the target is 24.2, right? Straight up and down, and up and down, and up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Almost every time. The only time it didn't was like maybe February 17th and March 3rd, but it still like made an attempt to get close to there. So that, I mean, that would be your target below 24.8 is 24.2. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Nothing's certain, man. Do you have Bitcoin? Dude, look above my head, man. Bitcoin is above your head. See what this is crazy, dude. Like, I might be the only person in the entire world who goes live and has a live action screen of Bitcoin above my head at all times, a live ticker right there. And then we look at everything else on the other screen, the big screen, and people still be like, view of Bitcoin? Question mark. Like, really? View of Bitcoin. View of Bitcoin. Okay. Back to quad screen. We're looking at it, man. We can have that. We can have the other screen. Here's your crypto quad screen. A Solana top left, Ethereum top right, XRP bottom left, Binance bottom right. Where'd it go, man?
Carl tipped $25. Wyckoff accumulation on CRSP?
CRISPR, Carl? Good question, man. I don't know. We can look at it real quick if you want. We're still just kind of trying to monitor the situation. Crude currently at 104.58 US oil. Still very elevated, man. Like, they're not really letting this thing pull back yet. Ridiculous. CSRP. Wait, CRSP maybe. Sorry. CRISPR Therapeutics, man. Shoot, dude. I mean, maybe. Like, that spring back test already happened. Oops. Spring back test happened. Definitely range bound. Definitely near the bottom of the range. I like this price action 1, 2, 3. Slightly lower lows locally like that. Kind of like diverging on the RSI. I mean, definitely diverging on the RSI, but maybe it's a dragon. That's a weird dragon, though. It's like a dragon that kind of failed, right? You originally would have had it like this, maybe, or something, and then it rallied and dumped again. It'd be nice to start seeing some higher lows instead of these lower lows locally. But yeah, it looks like maybe there's some exhaustion setting in, like, because think about this low, 48.39 to 45.78. Okay, and then you have this low locally lower than this low, but not by much more percentage wise. It's different, so it's showing a little bit of weakness from sellers lately locally. But it would be nice to get a 43.10 back test, because they never did that. They were very, very close, man. Look, I'm just showing you. That's the trading range bottom right there. That's the selling climax. This is the psychological level, right? The PSY and the SC automatic rally, right? So it would be cool to get a spring back test there, because you're close enough to it. That's the best place to strategize, probably. So I don't know. Biotechnology, 2 million volume. But this zone here, that's certainly a zone to maybe try to take a shot if you could. So don't know how we would call it. The thing is, if it like jumped across a creek and it was already, and that was the spring back test, that means like it should have been we should have been in phase D, breaking that, right? The spring back test happens in phase C, I believe. Let's pull it up. And then once the spring occurs, spring back test, that's typically when you break, you jump across the creek, and then phase D begins. Let me again pull up the schematic for you. What? Yeah, see, this is the problem with this as Wyckoff accumulation. See right here, you have the back test of spring that already happened, and then this is when you go into phase D. Phase D takes you back to the top of the range, and what happens? What happened? It never happened. Like, they never took it back to the top of the range. It's just extending onward and making lower highs in previous highs. So maybe it's just a long extended version of that, and maybe you'll start getting rally soon. But if not, then maybe it's not really what we're thinking. Maybe it's not the Wyckoff accumulation we're looking for. So, what? Music pumping? What are you talking about? Okay, let's go back to the NASDAQ futures on the big screen. We haven't looked at really. We looked at it once, I think. But yeah, nearing Nearing the lows, man. Not great on the daily, right? That was a huge day, man. I mean, a huge couple weeks. It was 9 out of 10 days positive closes. How rare is that? It almost never happens. So it was like you were just kind of overdue for a pullback. But yeah, of course, they did it with incredible fashion with a news-driven catalyst headline over the weekend. Yes, of course. But yeah, to lose 24.8 is not great, man. That's not what you're really looking for. Could be consequences. Historically, there have been serious consequences below this 24.8 level. Is the music hopefully not too bad or not too loud? It needs to be very quiet, actually. It needs to be almost where you can barely even hear it. Again, we've been live an hour and 16 minutes. Hit that like button, the bell, that sub if you're enjoying the coverage of this content, the coverage of these markets, coverage of the content of the coverage. NASDAQ nearing its lows. Again, this is a more scaled in version of what we're looking at right now. S&P bounced, Dow Jones, Russell 2000, they all bounced off those low points, but the NASDAQ's kind of like not. So that's kind of weird. Tech. There's your lows. There's your low on NASDAQ. Just at lows of the week. Lows of the day. Just hit officially the lowest level since... What was that? Not a couple of days ago. 7th. April 7th. Yeah, weekly might look okay, but I'm just saying, like, we're covering today, covering the price action, all this stuff, like gold, silver, oil. Okay, how's oil doing right now? 104.68 is not pulling back, man. I mean, it has not pulled back at all. But definitely an unfilled gap, that's for sure. The GODAC, pretty much the GODAC. For now. But really not that big of a deal. Like, right, what kind of run? We just had that crazy 10% run in 10 days. What's up, Plain Sailor? What'd you say? Leave the seeds in your fruits, bro. You are what you eat. Have been eating seedless fruits all the time. Seedless fruits are amazing, right? Because you don't have to deal with the seeds. You know, it's crazy about bananas. Bananas so engineered by humans, bioengineered, and selective breeding. They used to. An original banana had all these seeds in it. It was terrible. So thankfully we figured it out. Now bananas have 0 seeds, or like seeds that are too small to even care about when you eat one. So. Yeah, Intel's crazy, man. Intel's it's been doing things, okay? Oil up, elevated, 9.59%. No hope of a pullback yet. And I think we're waiting on a Trump tweet. That's what's gonna reverse this. The only way this is gonna reverse is if Trump tweets, and he will. He will definitely retweet something. They're not gonna let this thing do too much now. Silver down 3.34% still. Up off the lows, but still lower than where it gapped down at. And what a beautiful, beautiful 4 hour. It's such a dream. They might very well take it to 74.19. They might go fill the gap at 75.94. But what a terrible pattern for anyone that wants to be a buyer. What makes a rectangle pattern bearish? Well, again, like, it depends on the context of the rectangle. Like, I think I tried to do that. I tried to give a reason why the rectangle is a little bit more bearish than a rising wedge or a rising wedge or a bear flag. Could be, because at least, you know, there's evidence of more than before, more market participants accumulating an asset in a downtrend. But on a rectangle, there is literally, like, see where the candles are closing, where the traders are settling up? There's no evidence of accumulation, that there's any market participant acquiring more than they had before. So that's why I think, like, it's a weaker it's very bad in my opinion. I don't like this at all. I think like if Bitcoin does dump back to the 60s and stuff, which I don't know if it will, but if it does, I think Solana will get wrecked harder than Bitcoin, harder than Ethereum, because of the weakness of this structure. I mean, like for instance, like we're Bitcoin right now. Let's go to we're on the daily. Off that selling climax low, Bitcoin down, off that low, right? That was the same day that we're gonna look at on Solana, okay? It was February 5th. Bitcoin is still trading above that low by almost 13%, okay? And then you have Solana, the exact same selling climax day, where traders settled up. Solana is only up 4.5% off that selling climax day. That's what I'm saying. The weakness of it. Same lows, not higher lows at all. Anyway. You're late to the stream. Plain Sailor, uh-oh. Make money to be able to sell seeds over and over. Yeah, you can do that. Seed arbitrage. Sarbitrage.
And Simo tipped $25. Hey Mitch, thanks for the Sunday stream. Really appreciate it. Would love your take on HNRG, Nasdaq. Is this shaping up for a reversal, or still bearish in your view?
Oh, we can look at it. Unfortunately, like, we are, forgot, let's see if I can do it.
It's time for Power Hour.
Yeah, we're in Power Hour right now for crypto. Last 60 minutes of trading before the daily weekly candle close.
Is this your homework, Larry?
Nasdaq not looking hot. It's nearing the lows again. Weak. Bitcoin's starting to not look so hot. Back to 70,700. Kind of. Oof. Can try to look at this asset for you. HNRG while we monitor the situation. Constantly monitoring it, okay? Halidor Energy. Oh man, what kind of terrible world are we in? Wow. Very, very nasty stuff, man. Halidor. Yeah, you had something like this on HNRG, and like that, all that distribution below the 200-day moving average, that is characteristic of this. I mean, on this asset, HNRG, remember it started with an M shape. Hey, 786 M shape. And uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. But now like it's trading below the 200 and it's just a bunch of lower highs. And oh my God, how bad this is. You can like in no reality can you want to own HNRG when it's trading below 1577. That's a huge technical breakdown after a lower high, after the lowest high since it's been showing distribution less than before, and it's rejecting that 200 like that. And that was the lowest daily candle close on HNRG since August 19th. So over half a year. Lowest price, right? So that and all right there. Maybe they recapture 1577, let's talk. But until then, you gotta be like hands off. It doesn't look good, man. Coal, this coal asset looks bad, in my opinion. So yeah, and there's other, like, you know, go test 1383 next. Swing highs from 2010, 2014, you know, go there. Get a little bit more downside, and then maybe they bounce it there. But for now, I'd just be like, that doesn't look good to me, but gross. Very sad though on Bitcoin. Very, very sad. What's up, Chase Man? Wildfire. Yeah, Plain Sailor. Well, it was happening not even at the beginning. I remember Solana's chain failed multiple times. Remember they used to have a Solana store in New York, and it's obviously sold now. It's over. That was peak crazy. It was a terrible market, I believe. That was in mid 2023. Things were sideways, flat, garbage. Yeah. Devon Energy played out. Yeah, I mean, real energy, the oil related energy stocks. A lot of them have played out for sure. US oil, chat, about to be 105 again. I mean, this isn't really good. Yeah, very, very strong, man. Very strong. Like we look at like the 1 hour, Look at that. You know, they gapped it up. The 60-minute candle closed about 12 minutes ago. You know, they'll up and down it. It's going to have a shadow on the bottom, I'm sure. But just, it's crazy, dude. Like, look at that. There's little mini head and shoulders. Like, you can't. Headlines will destroy you. It's like when you're a headline-driven market, that means like you have to deal with an unpredictable earnings report. Like, that's what you look at it. Like, that's what headlines are. They're like earnings reports. So oil had a earnings report, and it was good, but it was, you know, blockade on the Strait of Hormuz. Well, REI did play out, not like completely, but it has played out. I mean, that is an insane setup. That was so good. So best of luck, man. I'll have an alert for just breaking 105 again or something. A few alerts. Crazy stuff, man. Uh-oh, Trump's tweeting about UFC congratulations and Master Championship. Yeah, that has to be over now, right? It just finished recently, tonight, a little while ago. So, just going across, man. Just going back and forth, monitoring the insanity that we got going on here. Silver, gold's off the lows, but not by much. Very ugly. This is like upslipping channel, bear flag stuff. I mean, they could take it down. You'd think like they take it down to 43.81 for a second test, or in the worst case, they take it down to 4,100 for a test. That would be wild. Well, what's that? Turkey and Israel went for a walk today. Sounds like fake news to me, man. Fake news. Okay, we're about to be 105. We're about to be up 10% again on oil. Good God, man. It's terrible. It is terrible, man. Like, it doesn't even matter. We don't need to look at this stuff, but we can look at, like, I don't even know, dude. Like, oh, how's Cardano doing? It's 23.8 cents. That's, bro. Yep. That's it. Look at the arrow. Yeah, this is so bad. This is worse than Solana. This is worse than Solana. This is worse than any other crypto. That's coming, dude. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Cardano is losing, as I'm speaking to you, support right now, today. Losing it. Right, test. They're absorbing demand. A little joke rally, the lowest high of the entire downtrend. Just put in last week. Oh, hold on. Holy crap. Let me know. Chart screen's kind of... Sorry, I just noticed this. Let me mess this just a little bit. There we go. Now you can see the date. Okay, that was blocked off. My bad. I fixed that. Okay, so yeah, dude, this is going. Think about Cardano, Hoskinson's son, right? All the peyote and drugs he did. You know what's about to happen today? Today. I'm not talking yesterday. I'm talking effing today. Cardano is about to have its lowest daily candle close since January 4th, 2021. If you like Cardano, you effing lose. Most notably, today. Over 5-year lows on Cardano in moments, in 44 minutes. And your target to the downside, losing that, is pretty much 12 cents. 50% downside on Cardano here. Ugh. So just an update. I know some of y'all are like, dude, I like Cardano. Like, what do you like about Cardano? You like losing money? I know some people do. Some people are into it, dude. I mean, this played out brilliantly, and this is about to play out brilliantly. Oh yeah, man. Extraction station. All right. Looks like oil is about to be over 10% again. Mike is clipping. Turn gain down. Dude, there's US oil over 105. Yeah, I've got to figure that out, man. I don't know what happened. I made it identical, my settings in here to in there, but I have this. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something real quick. don't know if it'll work, but okay, I just tried to turn down the gain. I don't know if it'll work though. Like it is the gain. I Oh, wait. Okay, now it has turned down the gain. What did that do? What has just happened? So I've turned down the gain considerably, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So yeah, I don't even know if that works, man. I might be doing nothing. So oil 105, Bitcoin looking ugly, real ugly now, 70,599. Futures not looking great here. Nasdaq near the lows. Distorted when I got close to the mic. Sounds better though. I mean, sounds better than. G-Dog, you got an opinion? Dropped a few decibels in the mic. Yeah, but is that good though? Like, cause I'm trying to stop the popping. Very nasty Nasdaq chat. Look at this. So bad. Do we even want to look at it anymore? See, the thing about when I look at these other lesser thans in crypto, that's all it is. It's, oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. My volume's low now? Okay. But it says gain though. That's like the gain button I used. So I'm gonna turn that back up because it clearly was like the audio. So I'll just try to stay away from the mic a little bit. Yeah. Good God, this is so bad, dude. So bad. Oil 105.05. Do you want to look at another crypto? We can. Which other crypto should I look at? Which scam coin? It's our favorite scam coins. How about Shiba Inu? Remember Shiba, dude? Dude, Shiba is still gonna pump, dude. Horrible. Oh, look at the beautiful. Maybe a short opportunity for some people. This is gorgeous bearish price action. Look at this, man. This thing's about to get wrecked. Look at this old support from September 2021. The other test in June 2023. Look how look at it's breaking right here. Oh, this thing's going to zero. Oh yeah, dude, Shiba's about to like do something it's never done before. The worst it's ever done. My God. Great short opportunities, I guess, on some of these coins. Incredible. If you can, you know, and even if you get paid out, I don't even know these exchanges will pay you. Like you'll do. Someone was like, "Why does Michael Burry not short crypto?" It's like because he'd make his money, and then like the exchanges would rug pull him. They would just like, "Oh, they turns out they're a fraud. Turns out it's Bittopia, Cryptopia, whatever it's called. Oh, it's Celsius. Oh, it's FTX." That's what would happen. So Shiba, and then what about some other ones? VeChain. Remember VeChain doing things? VeChain. Look at the correlation to this beautiful bearish price action. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Oh, this is screwed. Like, actually, it's pretty good that we're looking at these because they're doing like really good technical things right now. Technical as good as in like respect the TA. But this looks like it's about to rug pull. Like it's about to lose half its value. Look where it would go to if it loses this level. Where is it going? Oh, it's definitely going way lower. Hold on, let me adjust this because it's all a little off right there. That candle close from 2018. That's why I plotted there. This is, I mean, 0.3 of 1 cent. Yeah, 0.3 of 1 cent is your target right here. Holy crap. Welcome to crypto. If you're new here, you probably weren't in crypto. Thank God you were spared. No, what are you talking? Whose dude is pissed off? No, like if you're in crypto, you do not care. You do not respect what I say. You do not respect me as your influencer. I have not influenced you at all if you're in crypto. Like you're out of your mind if you're in crypto. The amount of crap I've talked about it, the amount of viewers I've lost because of how much crap I've talked about crypto is insane. So it's like, if you're in crypto, you don't give a crap about what I say. Because you wouldn't have been in it a long time ago. Oh, GRT. Yeah, bro. Pepe coin. Dude, the Pepe digital asset company. Didn't work. Didn't work out, bro. Short squeeze once. And look at this. Oh my God. Look how beautiful this is. This is setting up. Look, man, it's not my opinion here. This is happening today on all these coins. This is a huge day. April 12th on a Sunday. Look at the old all-time high, bubble pop, whatever, pump and dump. May 5th, 2023. That candle close where traders settled up that day. Remember, that's why this level's here. Look what they're doing to that level literally today and last week. That level is now resistance perfectly. This thing looks like it's about to go to the next support, which is down here. That is 50% downside on Pepe. Crazy, dude. Of course, Tron is up today because Tron is communist Chinese money laundering. Justin Sun tweeting about Liberty Financial or whatever, Liberty World Liberty coin or stock, that it's the Trump's rug pull, fraud, money laundering. They're gonna get. Don't worry, what they're doing, I think, with World Liberty, will probably, once Trump's not in power anymore, subpoenas will fly. I'm pretty sure they're effed on that. Like I could be wrong, but that is some pretty terrible stuff what they did. So I think justice will be served, but it'll be long after Trump's not in power anymore. So Pepe technology was going to save the world. It really was. How about remember YFI? Putting in its lowest high in the history of YFI. I mean, it's already in all-time lows. These are rugs, man. It's over. Storage. Oh my God, yeah, that descending triangle definitely played out. It's not even all-time lows though. Some people care about storage enough to not make it be at the lows it was 6 years ago. They're all in the same shape. They're all garbage. They're all trash, except Tron. Chainlink, remember the Link Marines? Oh my God, dude, this thing looks terrible. I mean, it hit an 886. It hit an 886 back in November. But look at it. Breaks this level and still just bearish consolidation. Look at this though. 926. I plotted it there for a reason. I mean, it's this candle close from 2022 3 times. It was support in 2024. Look how they're correlating. It's like 1 and 2 here. They're both negative. They're both testing and up thrusting back, testing as resistance. I mean, this just looks like you're going back to at least 763, 731. Right? It looks like that on Chainlink. It's horrible. Very bad, man. This one's like GRT. My God, dude. Never been the same at all-time lows every other day. Getting ready to all-time low it again. It's 2.35 cents. And it's about 2.35 cents too expensive, right? There is literally no value like on any of these. Like these should be worthless, but somehow it's 2.3 cents. So Lind, and it doesn't matter. They're all the same garbage. Lind, 5% down. Horrible. It was so cool how it ended though. At least on Lind, like they sharked it. What a beautiful bear shark, 886. But it was a type 1 reaction. Type 2 didn't exist. It was just over. Yeah, it's horrible. Like I mean, there was a channel, and I guess like like it's not respecting the channel that much. Who cares? It's just there's no one making a market on it anymore. They're just dumping this, going for the lowest daily candle close since like literally July 2024. It's horrible. Is it algo? I mean, whatever. It's terrible. Like absolutely garbage. Lowest high of downtrend. Taking it back to all-time lows here once it gets there. This is back when they made a market. These M shapes would play out. They literally 4 different M shapes like played out, stopped performing really well in July 2025. But it's over, man. No one's making a market. It's bad, very bad. Back to 2020 levels. Yep, forget about it. Basic attention token, it's over, dude. Going to all-time lows. Yep, see it all-time lows soon and be going back to March 2020 levels. There's nothing here. All it's doing is testing old support resistance as resistance. And you had a chance, man. It's crazy how they one more time, they took it back to the top of the range, and then it was over. They respected this very well, this range. But not anymore. It's done. So Anyway, we're done with crypto now. So I'm going back to, you know, what we have been monitoring. Nasdaq still looking bad, 24.8. Bitcoin gonna close in 30 minutes below the inflection zone, below the supply line of the channel, extends back to all-time highs. One thing I hate about Bitcoin is on the daily, this relative strength index denial, right? They rejected the bullish control zone. They did it once and twice. Thought maybe we got a chance. Nope. They failed again. Okay. Well, we are screwed. Crude, man, you don't want to see it. You don't want to know. 105.30s, 10+%. Near highs of day. Near highs of week. Pretty insane. So how's gold and silver now? We haven't looked at it in a minute. Gold down 2.05, not big deal. Silver's off its low still, but it's down 3.65%, 73.16. It's pretty bad. But at one point it was down like 4.5%. So it's way off the lows, these metals. But dude, not good that we're looking at oil right now and it's doing this. It's so strong. Yeah, GT, it'll pump. The 41 million scam coins will pump and make their lowest highs ever, and then they'll collapse again. Enjoy that, dude. Enjoy playing that. I'd rather just be an Apple or something safer that actually, oh, they make billions of dollars quarterly. Oh, okay, I'll just own those and not own some scam. Yeah, enjoy owning your scams. See that P&L, dude. If that's your mentality on the markets, you know, like, how you been performing, buddy, past couple years? Because guess what? You owning crypto the past couple years, you're garbage P&L, dude. You haven't made anything. You've lost all kinds of money being a crypto pro the past couple years. Doesn't work. If it does, prove it. Yeah, look at natural gas. Oh yeah. Is there a natural gas that's not delayed? It's up 2%. It's nothing crazy. Nothing like oil. But dude, look at this. This is nuts on NG1. There's a level here that goes back. Where does it go back to? Okay, so I guess it's like Genesis, maybe 2012 a couple times. Does it go back? Oh my God, dude. Look at this natural, dude. This was like the first peak ever for natural gas, 1990. Okay, look at this. 1992, 93, 94, okay? And a bunch of other times. 98.
Please take a look at size.
Multiple times.
Thanks for the great work and dedication.
Thank you, Amaga. We'll look at that. DXYZ. But this is where it's at. I mean, that they got it at this 1990 inflection point. That's where it reversed in August, right? I mean, I don't know if it's going to reverse here. I'm just saying it's at some very key level, and they're trying to bounce it now. So, yeah, I mean, there's definitely insane bullish evidence in the MACD histogram. I just don't know if it's actually real. Like, to lose it, there could be a lot. There's probably a lot of downside to 216 if it doesn't hold up. But yeah, that's your natural gas. Okay, let's see. Oh, music stop again. Okay. Less than 30 minutes till your daily candle close. Hit the like button, that bell, that sub chat. Do it. Do it, man. Oh, what was it? DYXZ? Or DXYZ? Destiny Tech 100 Incorporated? What the heck is that? I've been here before. I have memory of this place. Okay, so it broke a resistance, and did it ever back test? See, it didn't ever test this level. Swing highs from 2024. I mean, my issue is kind of like the top end. See, this high here is lower than these highs, lower than this high, and then, you know, it sells off, and then a lower high locally, then a lower low, then a lower high. I mean, I don't really see anything that, I mean, maybe like if you wanted to try to play it At this point, you're cut off. Like you say, I don't want to own it at all below 25.32. That's the only thing I could say. But on the top end, it kind of sucks. It's not really good. And on the bottom end, it's kind of too. Lower highs, lower lows since it topped out in December. And all of these levels are substantially lower than the previous peak in May. So again, like, I'm not saying, oh, time to go long, because I don't really like it right now. But if you were gonna, just make sure that you protect yourself with a stop loss below 25.32, because I don't think in any regard, if you even wanted to think about it, maybe it's like, oh, my brother works there or something, or at the mutual fund investment trust. That's what it is. I don't know if you'd want to own it below 25.32. That'd be your cutoff, and you're pretty close to it, not too far off. So maybe that's how you would play it. I don't know. And the upside could be good if they actually take it to 47 again. But yeah, after this big run, it's only been lower highs and then lower lows, and then they finally put in a higher low. But you don't know if all these lower highs, if the next thing it's going to turn into is a repeat of the lower highs, the lower lows, lowest high and consolidation, and then lower low, and they take it to $18 after, because that's all that's been going on. It's only been making lower highs, lower lows since the buying climax in December 2024. A MAGA. So I just like nothing below 25.32 if you're gonna play it, but it hasn't been doing anything well in a couple of years now. So back to the futures. Get the time machine. We have NASDAQ nearing its lows of day, lows of week since the gap down. Everything is lower than where it gapped down at. Not really good. Bitcoin doesn't look good either. 70,600 is where it's kind of been hanging out at for the past 30 minutes. Gold down 2%. Silver only down 3.5%, way off its lows. But silver's very volatile, man. It was 72.64, and it's like 73.30 now. So, but the problem with silver is the structure it broke down out of. So it's not too bad right now, but you just gotta wonder if oil keeps spiking, man. Oil 105.19, about 10% up on the day, week. We're waiting on the taco tweet. It's coming, man. You'll get something, okay? Like, this market is too unpredictable and crazy. The only thing you can expect is that there will be more insanity. There will be, oh, it's down 3%. Oh, it's up 3%. There will be an equal inverse tweet to negate everything. So best of luck, man. ADA short already printing. Okay, well, yeah, Cardano, man, send that thing to 12 something cents. I'm telling you, Hoskins and Son has no chance. He's cooked, very cooked. Bitcoin below 71.8 is screwed. My God, you just can't like it. I'm sorry, man. You can't like, look at this. I mean, you just can't. This is all this channel's about. It's like, it's all about the ifs, all about the correlation to the levels. Okay. And unfortunately, you just negatively correlated to two levels: the downslipping resistance of the, the downtrends overbought threshold. That's what the top of a parallel channel is, right? It hit overbought, and then it also hit the old all-time high from March 2024, and it rejected it nasty. And it's like, man, I mean, send it to 65 then. Send it to lower lows. Maybe it is just a bear flag. My God, it's just like a bad market environment for all parties, because if you're not really value trading if you're shorting, because it's been destroyed. I mean, utterly murdered since October. And on the long side, it's like, well, you just failed to break resistance. Two different resistances at the same time. I don't like that. And you rejected the bullish control zone. You rejected 60 twice now, confirming you're not in the bullish control zone. You're effed. I hate that. And before, though, a tweet, right? Like, and that's what I'm saying. This market's completely driven by headlines. So have fun with that. Okay, man. Well, I've been live almost 2 hours now, so I don't know what you want from me in chat. But what do you want? NASDAQ's at the lows right now. Everything else off the lows a little bit, but NASDAQ's at the low. No shadow on the bottom. And U.S. oil is you know, it's up 10.12%, nearing its highs of day. 105.25. Yeah, Velez said no one ever. Very so all we can do is just look at it, man. That's it. Okay, well, thanks to the 500 people still here, you know, but unfortunately, it's just a somber situation with these markets. We just must wait for a Trump tweet. Yeah. ROI Ryan King on the trainer. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I have a lot of muscle, right? And so me having that personal trainer is mainly for accountability and making sure I stay physically active. And so for me, the ROI has not yet presented itself. The ROI from that personal trainer will be, oh, I'm in 10, 15 years, I don't have heart disease. I don't have all kind of chronic illnesses. I don't have metabolic syndrome. I don't have all these things, right? That's the ROI comes later on that personal trainer. Okay. And oil 105.35. Yikes. Big yikes, man. NASDAQ lows of day, lows of week. And lowest level since the 7th, taking out that April 8th low on that wick. And then here it is. We're about to do it, man. We're about to be at highs of day on oil. Good God, man. Crazy. 4 hour. Look at this candle, dude. 2 hours, 21 minutes till it closes, by the way. What a freak candle. This is going to freak out the Trump administration. He's got to do something. He's going to tweet. You will see. No Echo, no martial arts, but I did wrestle for 5 years. Team captain. I'm in the chat. They did state 3 years in a row. We're at it. Highs of day, chat. This one I thought, oh, party's over. Nope. Nope. The pump continues. Up 10.46%. Highest level we've seen since the crash last week. All right. This is insane. Very bad for everything that's not the VIX and oil. Ugly, dude. Silver is fine. Only down 3.3%. Gold. See, gold and silver are not really reacting as much now to this new high on oil, which is good, I guess, but still awful. Still terrible, man. Well, yeah, you do have the unfilled gap, dude. Yep, we talked about that on Friday stream. Well, 110.30. That gap, they want to fill it, but now they got a gap below them. So, JK, kind of a crystal ball you looking at, dude, because I probably doubt it. Yeah, well, it'd be good if they did fill the gap. That would take the, it would give us a pullback on all the index funds for a retest of those levels that we just blasted through. We recaptured them, blast 10% in 10 days. You go back, you pull back, you put in a higher low, it probably gives you a better chance for entering, maybe, you know, unless it actually is. We're going into a 10-month bear market, you know. Yeah, we do need a Kramer capitulation tweet. That would help a lot. If Kramer could come out anytime now and say that we're going lower, things will be good. Yeah, Trump or Kramer would be good. Possibly a Kathy Wood tweet would be spectacular. A Capo Crypto. Of course, Capo Crypto did on his little Telegram, right? G-Dog was helping us. He did say that we're going to 80K next, so that wasn't good. That was not what we wanted. We wanted Capo Crypto to say that we were going lower, because he literally is 100% accurate on the inverse of everything he says. Everything. It's kind of unbelievable, and people love it. They eat it up. Well, ZSL is just gonna pop, 6-7% at open in 19 minutes. So Tom Lee just sucks, dude. Like, I don't think he really does. He doesn't really have a track record of tweeting a bunch and it being like the opposite plays out every time, right? Capo Crypto and then Jim Cramer are like really good, and then Kathy Woods performance, portfolio performance speaks for itself, you know, inverse her. So yeah, the rich guy, Kibiyoshi or whatever, he's pretty terrible too. But he's the one that always says we're gonna crash anyway, right? He's a perma bear in ways. So I don't know. And then you got Raul Paul always talking about the liquidity cycle, business cycle, and it's basically risk-free. And here comes the pump. Pump's right around banana zone, right around the corner. And it's like no matter what happens, that's all he says. Like that's he never takes another stance on that. I get it, right? Whatever. He's right about that being that, but it doesn't mean the markets are going to do what he says. So, but yeah, the liquidity's coming. Yeah, liquidity's coming. Sure. So pump the markets, dude. Well, we're waiting. What a good start today. I mean, I don't think in any way Raul Paul's dumb, like in no way, but you know, it's he macroeconomics and business cycles and all that doesn't mean like, oh, we're definitely going up for sure. 30-year outlook, yeah. And yes, in 30 years, guess what? Everything's going to be higher except scam coins. They will not be higher. But the index funds, for sure. Oil, probably not. Gold, silver, definitely. $105.30 on oil. We're just looking at the index funds and the quad screen right now. I mean, I've been live 2 hours, dude, so I'm kind of like extending my coverage, but not for much longer. I'm probably done soon, but yeah, there's just not much else to do. It's like, okay, these things rallying, everything sucks, everyone's sad, crypto's screwed. Yeah, here's your Bitcoin on the big screen. Here's your inflection zones that have now been utterly rejected, and now you're below them, trading below them, and you lose this last little local level. It's got bad news. 70K, then 68.6. Ugh, so gross, man. Yeah, Arthur Hayes, he is smart. I mean, like, these guys, they don't sound smart. They are. They, like, what they say is very insightful and it's very true, but that doesn't mean, like, you know, hey, they're gonna make money from speculating on crypto assets. Like, you know, I get it. Like, there were, you know, up until the Solana meme coin Zoomer entrance to the markets, crypto really did in ways like follow a little cycle where, you know, they pump and they dump and then they create M shapes and then 886 retraces and then they type 2 return, and then it would take months and months and months, if not 10 months, and then they would play out again. They'd run again, and then they would sell off and they make it new M shapes that would take another 8, 9, 10 months, and then they would start playing out again a little bit, and it would over and over and over. Now, not anymore. Like, they stopped making a market on it, and especially October 10th was really where they killed crypto, as we'll ever know it. Crypto will never come back from that. Not really. Not, I mean, like, to a degree maybe, but not the way we used to be able to play it. It's a very dead market. Now there's, like, again, new scam coins being created every day, and Zoomers, like, what they're doing, you don't even know what they're doing. Like, these Zoomers are on these little decentralized exchanges, and they are waiting for scam coins. I'm not kidding. They're waiting for meme scam coins to be created out of thin air. They're getting alerted to the scam coins getting created out of thin air, and immediately buying as soon as the listing, and they will hold the asset for about 15 to 30 seconds and be out, and hope to God that they don't get rug pulled on their position, because the rug pull always happens. That's like legit what's happening in their little generation world. Yeah. Have fun with that. It's a joke. It's a complete scam. Okay, so anyway, we're good, man. I mean, so what else to talk about? I mean, we got still the NASDAQ sitting at the lows. I mean, it's probably gonna go a little lower. We're just waiting on a Trump tweet. It'll probably happen. Probably gonna happen sooner than we think. And I never got into it, Jarrett. It's probably because you had other things like Warcraft and Diablo and all that came out. Good video games. Yeah, it is brain rot, Jetty. Exactly. It is certainly brain rot. Like, everything that Zoomers are doing is brain rot. what Zoomers are doing, the very few that are actually getting rich and extremely successful outliers of the Zoomers, what they're doing is they're marketing geniuses. Like, I met one that he started, I swear to God, that's what he told me. He started out taking advantage of trans people with bras. He would sell bras from like Temu and market it during the whole hysteria of the trans hysteria because of TikTok and China asymmetric warfare. He would sell bras to trans people, and that's how he started making money. And he's now taken that money and invested into now like cheap Chinese like supplements, like pills and stuff that who knows, it might not even be effective, but he markets it very well. TikTok, or not TikTok, but like Instagram and like Facebook. Facebook's a big one. That's how they're making their money now. Like, I've hung out with these guys. They're very young and they're making insane money doing it. So it's almost like no one can be successful as a Zoomer except these people and OnlyFans girls. That's it. The only way to make money if you're young now. No other way. Wild stuff, man. You learn stuff down here in Miami. Okay. You learn it. Here's NASDAQ still at lows. Have they halted the market? Do something. Move, man. There we go. Fresh lows on the NASDAQ right now. 24,785 and change. Yeah, ugly, dude. Yep, NASDAQ, there's your alert. 24,782. Yep, drop shipping and marketing. Yep, that's the only way to do it as a Zoomer. I've not met any Zoomer, a guy Zoomer. Well, one Zoomer I know, he does a jewelry business, which is reputable. It's great. That's what he made my chain. So proud of him for that, and we hang out. Yeah, I know, like entrepreneurship. That's the only way to do it. Like, you can't. I'm just gonna be a white dude and like go to college now and join society. Yeah, good luck, dude. Society will destroy you. Like, society will never promote you. You will never get anything working in society as a male these days. So better learn trading or drop shipping or some sort of art of entrepreneurship. That's it. Okay, well, chance as dead as it's ever gonna get. Can't get more dead than this, so I might as well, like, everything's about to roll over. It's starting to roll over more. But you're just going to deal with it yourself. Okay, so thanks for coming out. I'm gonna get some dinner. Till next time, respect the tea. Hey.